All right, all right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Wake Up and Win with Eric and Friends. My name is Eric F. King. Happy Tuesday. I am so excited today because of our special guest speaker, Rochelle Harrington from Canada. She is one of the best mindset coaches I've ever seen, and you are going to have a chance to hear from her in about 10 minutes or so. All right, so first of all, let me just send it out to Rochelle just to say a few words. Rochelle?
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, evening, everybody. I'm glad to be here, glad to share some insights, and looking for a wonderful conversation today.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. So today, since we're talking about mindset, I'm going to talk about mindset as it relates to sales because, as you know, I'm a sales and leadership coach. I help entrepreneurs triple their sales and boost their income without being pushy or salesy or sleazy. All right. So today, I'm going to talk about the psychology of sales, right? The psychology of sales. A lot of times, people contact me and they say, well, this is what I sell. How do I need to pitch it, right? But they don't realize that it doesn't actually start with the pitch. It doesn't even start with what you're selling. It starts with you. It starts with your mindset, okay? There are a couple things I'm going to talk about. Number one is your money mindset, right? A lot of people don't like talking about money, right? Because they think, it's almost like taboo, right? We all need it, but nobody wants to talk about it, right? And the reason I start with money mindset is if you have a negative relationship to money, you will not attract it. You will not do the things you need to make it, right? To make the money, and you will not have success in sales, right? So if you think about this, we hear things about money like money can't buy you happiness, or money is the root of all evil. Like we hear things like that, and because it's in our subconsciously we don't want to make it. Like we repel money, even though we need it, right? We don't want to sound greedy, right? I ask people, my clients, all the time, so what are your goals? How much do you want to make? What do you want to do with it? Oh, well, I just want to help people, right? I just want to help people. I said, okay, well, that's great, but if you don't help yourself, you can't help people, right? So how much do you want to make? Well, I never really thought about that. Well, we all need to think about that. How much do you want to make? What are you going to use it for? Who are you going to help with it? And who are you going to bless with it, right? But you have to have the right money mindset. I had a client a few years ago who told me that she cannot make up to $50,000 a year. Okay, that's like her cutoff. And I was wondering why, because she was in an industry where people make, multiple six figures. And then when I peeled back the onion, in other words, I learned more about her life and her background, I found out that nobody in her family ever made over $50,000 a year. Her mom never made that. Her dad never made that. Her uncles or aunts, nobody in her family ever made up to $50,000 a year. So because of that, she subconsciously didn't think that she was capable and able to, right? So when she gets around October, November, she'll take less customers, less clients. When she gets to like November, like December, she'll take off, right? Because subconsciously she doesn't want to make more than 50,000. When I got her to change her mindset, in the next 6 months, she made over six figures in the next 6 months, right? That's the power of mindset. That's why I want you to pay close attention to Rochelle today, because she's going to talk about that. There was a study done on Facebook, and they asked some people, they said, we want you to put up a post and basically says, hey guys, I just got a new job. I'm getting paid more. I'm just so happy that I'll be able to have a consistent income. And some people, they asked to post, I just got a raise. I'm just so happy. I'm just thankful to God. And they started getting all these reactions, positive reactions. Good job. Way to go. Congratulations. We knew you could do it. the best is yet to come. All these positive comments, right? Exciting, right? Then the next month, they told the same people to put up another post. And in this post, they want you to say, I found a business, and it's a great business. I'm finally going to be able to become a millionaire. I'm going to be able to travel the world and retire my family, retire my parents, retire my husband or my wife. And that's what the post was. You should have seen the hate. Who do you think you are? How do you expect to become a millionaire? That's just a pipe dream, right? Money doesn't grow on trees. So we live in a society where it's not cool to be rich. It's not cool. Okay, I have to mute some people here. It's not cool to be rich, right? It's not cool because then you put people in an awkward position if they don't have what you have, right? So the first thing about psychology of sales is being okay with making a lot of money, all right? And then the next thing I want to say, which is the last thing before I bring our speaker up, is your belief system, right? Your belief. Sales is a transference of belief, right? You're transferring the belief that your product or service, your offer, will benefit somebody, right? So you have to believe in what you have, and you have to believe in yourself as the person that will provide that offer, right? Belief. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your offer. If you don't, you won't be successful. I had a client just not long ago, within the last year, who was in an industry and she wasn't doing that well within that industry. So I told her to, tell me what you say. And then after she said it, I said, there's no enthusiasm there. Do you even believe in what you do? She said, really, not really. I just need the money. She found something she believed in. She shot up to the top of the company. She's actually in a network marketing company. She literally shot up to the top of the company. Now she does speaking engagements with the CEO, with the founder, all over the world, right? Online. So again, you have to believe. All right. So make sure you have a positive relationship with money, and make sure you believe in what you do and believe in yourself. All right. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker for the day. As you know, I only bring world-class speakers on my stages, okay? This lady, Rochelle Harlington from Canada, is a mindset coach. She is a TV producer, okay? And she is a podcast host, right? Known all over the place. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce to her as she talks about recognizing negative and positive thought patterns. Rochelle, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for such a wonderful, wonderful introduction. That was amazing. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody who is here with us. I'm very excited to share my insight and my experiences. So as Eric said this morning, my name is Rochelle Harlington. I am the founder of Roots for Success, where I support people in transforming their lives through understanding their stories, how they can recognize what does not serve them, and then begin to rewrite their stories so they can empower them, realign into a greater purpose and abundance in their life. So in the past weeks that we have been sharing this mindset, we spoke about choice. So if you're interested, you can go back and listen to on Eric's YouTube, the choice that you have in life. We all have choices. We also, last week, we talked about also decluttering your life, clearing out the clutter, whether that is a mindset clutter or whether that is physical clutter. Clearing your spaces, clearing your desk, having that energetic room to create the inspiration of what you want to see. So, and again, you can go to Eric's YouTube or on LinkedIn. You can listen to those episodes again. But this week, I want to talk about recognizing. This is massive for me because I teach this in one of my programs. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it today is because there are so many people out there that do not recognize where their thoughts are going. So what you tell yourself and what you think of creates your life. And I am 100% serious, because if you are thinking about something consistently, subconsciously, if you're going through your day and you're telling yourself, oh, I'm not going to get that job, I'm not good enough, nobody's going to want me, I'm stupid, and people do say this. I've had clients who have said, I don't deserve it, I'm not going to get it. You won't get the job, because you are creating your reality, and what's happening is you're just putting it out there. But when you start to recognize your thoughts, and we have over 20,000 thoughts a day, that's a lot of thoughts. And there's just no way that you're going to remember them all. So recognizing them, and the simple tool, which I like to give to a lot of my clients, is to take a journal every day and sit down and write those thoughts about how you feel. And even just do this little exercise for yourself if you want. And write a little journal about what you feel, what you think of your life, what you think of your relationship, what you think of your career or your job. Write it out, because you will be extremely surprised on where your thoughts are. And when you look back, and I've had clients say they look back and they go, wow, I didn't realize how negative my thoughts were. What I felt about my family, what I thought about my sister, or what I thought about my boss. That makes you more aware, and that's massive for you, because when you're aware of what you're thinking, you can then start to mold your thoughts in a direction of where you want to go. So recognizing what you want to see happen in your life is incredibly important, because when you get up in the morning, think about it. What is the first thought that comes to mind? Is it a thought of, oh God, I got to get up and go to work, or I got to go downstairs and deal with this new puppy I just bought, or oh gosh, I've got like all this food I got to make for the kids that I've got, or I don't want to get up, it's raining, I hate my life. Think about the thoughts that you're thinking when you get up in the morning, because the reason why I'm sharing these specific thoughts is these thoughts have been shared with me through my clients. These are the first thoughts that come to their day. This is how you're starting your day. And it's on such a negative note. So get up in the morning, as I used to tell some of my clients, think about the thought of, wow, brand new day, new paths, new experiences, new solutions, new inspiration, new people to meet. Think about the thought of what you want to see happen. And so when you start to recognize that, you realize, wow, I can get up and I can start my day recognizing that I want to have a positive. And then as you go throughout the day, if you feel yourself starting to go down that rabbit hole where you're like, oh gosh, I'm not going to get that promotion because, you know what, I don't have all together. Stop, reframe where your thoughts are going, and tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to push that aside and reframe it with whatever you would like to put there. I am going to succeed. I am going to go in there and crush this. And then always, I like to say, ask for something better. Because sometimes God, the universe, always has something better in store for you. So if you say to yourself, you know, I'd really like to have this, but you're like, oh, I don't know. Say, I'd like to have this or something better. So getting up in the morning, recognizing where your thoughts are going, seeing and reframing them. Get up and you feel like, oh gosh, you know, the thought's going negative. Let me get up. Let me walk around. Let me think of something positive. Go outside. Stand in the sun. You know, if it's winter time, then go and stand by the window. Look at the beauty of nature. But recognize where your thoughts are, because that is your number one thing that creates your life. It creates your story as well. So recognizing that is extremely important. And then, as I said, as you go out through the day, start to pay attention to how you're speaking to yourself, how you're speaking to others, what you want to see unfold. And keep a journal. This is so important, because even if you did it just for a couple of weeks, I encourage everybody to do it continuously, because it keeps you on track of recognizing where your thoughts are going. But if you just did it for the first week, you would be amazed at what you're thinking. I've had people come back to me and say, my thoughts were in such a bizarre way. I was thinking this, but I don't really believe that, but that's where I was thinking every day. So paying attention to those is probably, I would say, about 80% of our downfall. When we recognize them, when we pay attention to it, we can then realign those thoughts on the path we want to see, what we want to have happen. I want to see this happen. I'd like to reframe this. I am going to succeed. You know what? This happened with my partner. We had this terrible argument, but I want to see things unfold in a better way. Let's sit down. Let's communicate. Reframing those thoughts, recognizing very, very important things, because they start to create the reality. I've shared this with my children when they have sat there and said, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm going to fail this driving test. I'm stupid. Mom, I just don't get it. I've tried it. I failed 3 times. I'm like, no, you haven't failed 3 times. You have attempted 3 times, but this is where you're learning to reframe, to start to recognize that what you're thinking about yourself on achieving what you want, you have to reframe it. And that is so important. So that's what I wanted to share today, because recognizing those thoughts is the first step in reframing your life, having more abundance, and bringing different people, different events, different inspiration, and different insights into your life. So if I can leave you with one thing today that is so important, is take a moment today, even if you have a piece of paper, and write down your thoughts on what you feel about your day, what you feel about who you are, what you feel about the career you have. Write that down, and definitely pay attention to that. And if you'd love to reach out to me, if you'd like to have a quick chat, or if you'd like to just connect, and I have a free ebook on my website, you can definitely reach out to me at RochelleHarlington.ca. There's a Let's Talk button there where you can connect with me for a free chat. Or there's my ebook, The 5 Powerful Success Tools. You can download that for free. And you can also find me on LinkedIn. I'm there every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Where I talk about being an entrepreneur and being conscious of who you are. So with that, I am going to yield the mic back over to Eric. And remember today, very important, recognize, pay attention to where your thoughts are going. So back to you, Eric.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rochelle. Oh, my goodness. That was incredible. I have so many notes here. I mean, think about it, folks. Yeah, people are clapping in the chat, right? It's amazing, the kind of information that you shared with us about, you are what you think about. You are what you think about. When you wake up, what are you thinking about, right? I journal. I put everything down. I take notes that you guys can see. Because I feel that it's important. So I appreciate you being on, sharing that with us. You talk about changing our thoughts. Do you know that you can change your thoughts just like that, right? Just change it. If you have a negative thought, change it. You talk about paying attention, to pay attention to what you're thinking about. One thing I do, which I'm going to share with you guys tonight, or this morning, rather. I do so many calls, I don't know where I am, what time of the day it is. But anyway, it's the morning here. By the way, there are people on this call, guys, from United States, Canada, Africa, UK, all over the world to hear Rochelle and what she had to say today. This is exciting, and I want you guys to share this video, because I'm going to post it in the next day or two. Share it with more people so people can get the value, and definitely follow her. Grab her ebook. It's free. A lot of ebooks you have to pay. My book, you have to pay for it. Hers is free. So grab it, okay? It's absolutely free. And I'm going to just share with you one thing I do in the mornings to reframe my thoughts, like you said, is affirmations. I do that. I review my affirmations. So let me just give you a few of them. It's right here. I do this every day. It's hard to see. But anyway, my positive attitude, confidence, and hard work naturally draws new opportunities. I'm enthusiastic and excited about helping business owners achieve their goals. I'm an outstanding citizen of my local community, and I know that service to many leads to greatness. I am grateful for a sound mind and a fit body. My family and I are deserving of an abundant life. I believe in myself and my abilities, and there's more. And if you, by the way, if you want it, just send me a message. I can send you my affirmations for the day. But we have to reframe our mind, like Rochelle said, every day, because you're going to be hit with negativity. Trust me. You know, people say, well, Eric, why don't you watch the news? I don't watch the news because it's negativity. They say, well, how do you know what's going on? Trust me, people will tell you what's going on. People will tell you what's going on, right? But negativity from the news, negativity from the media, negativity from your own life, relationships, children, problems, all these things are hitting you. So you have to change your own mindset with what Rochelle talked about today. So thank you, Rochelle. I'm going to close with that. But I do want to remind everybody, if you haven't picked up your ticket yet for my event on September 20th, go and do that, okay? Sell with Confidence will be one of the best experiences you've ever had. I'm speaking in a studio in North Carolina, one of the most beautiful studios I've ever seen. It's going to be live, interactive. I'm giving out cash prizes. There are going to be surprises. You want to be there, all right? Go to compassionatecloser.com/masterclass. Yeah, I almost forgot. compassionatecloser.com/mastermind. Now, if you've already masterclass, if you've already registered on another site, that's fine. You're already in. But if you haven't yet, go to compassionatecloser.com/masterclass. September 20th, it's next week, 8 days away. I'm so excited. 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. UK time. Bring your friends. Bring anybody that you want to bless, because I'm going to share 25 years of experience and the skills I've learned to sell well over $26 million worth of products, helping a lot of people around the world. I'm going to share it with you. And the reason why I'm bringing all the value is I'm recording a course, which I'm going to sell, and it's not going to be cheap, but you get it for free if you show up. Show up, turn on your camera, and then you even have opportunities to win cash prizes. As you know, I love giving out cash prizes to people all over the world. All right, so I want to make that announcement. I'm going to put it in my LinkedIn. Actually, if you look at my LinkedIn, it's right on my banner right there. Okay, I think it's on my Facebook too, right on the banner. All right, so you want to register for that. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up now. I love to wrap it up in less than 30 minutes every morning, so you get your dose before you go to work or wherever you want to go. Appreciate everybody being on. Rochelle, thank you for that great message. Remember, folks, your mindset is important in your life. Remember to connect with her. If you haven't connected with me, connect with me, and let's make it a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care.